Right, I want to narrow something down to you folks that so happen to pay attention to one's videos. There's so much misinformation going around online claiming that us men that value, appreciate and respect the gift/blessing of marriage are actually in fact blue-pilled, and that couldn't be any further from the truth. The biblical word, you know, if people read it, that is, the manuscript, already predicted marriage as a gift/blessing onto us male species. It's just unfortunate that the world doesn't have all that many women to fulfill their current role in order to win said gift/blessing of marriage. Because in order to win that gift of said blessing/gift of marriage, might I add, is for a woman even to be feminine, pure, sexually pure, might I add. But we live in a world where finding that is like trying to find a sand grain within a haystack. It's virtually impossible. Because nowadays, when you're spiritually awakened to female psychology, all you see are technically predators, snakes, disrespectful, disgraceful 304s. Am I saying they're all the same? No. Because that would technically make me a sexist and a misogynist, and I'm far from those. What I am, however, saying is that it is unfortunate that the world we live in so happens to have more of the bad type of females than the traditional feminine good type of females. So for you guys to think that marriage is actually in fact leaning toward the blue-pilled ways, you're leaning upon your own understanding rather than taking what the gospel word actually says. Because the gospel so happened to promise the gift of marriage upon us male species. But thankfully we became red-pilled to just how dark and twisted our society really has become over the years. And this is why we are in the predicament that we're in when involving the gift of marriage, because so many predators, so many leeches think that they're entitled to that gift, and they won't back down until they think that they've actually worn the guy down enough to receive that gift. And the only way to protect that gift is by fighting back. By putting your foot down and telling these women to, technically speaking, or should I say, to tell these women even, to jog on. They're not entitled to jack shit. And they never will be. Because 1, they're a 304. 2, they don't know their role within society as women. 3, they are trapped and enslaved, a lot of them that is, within infidelity and adultery, I believe they're pronounced as. And that is not how God created women to be when involving the gift/blessing of marriage. So before I wrap this video up once again, people, don't lean upon your own understanding, man. Start applying the gospel to your life, and you will find that wanting the gift/blessing of marriage does not make a man within his blue-pilled ways. Now, if you're referring to a man that doesn't apply the gospel, that has lost all hope and all faith that so happens to choose to marry, then yeah, you're right, to some degree. He's blue-pilled, technically speaking, but he's also red-pilled awakened to just how dark and sinister society really is. Therefore, there's no amount of manipulation, gaslighting, and triangulating that the opposite sex can use to wear said guy down into folding like a wet paper straw and giving them what they want. This is why we technically piss a lot of women off, because they know it. But yet they still choose to keep this game going. And the only ones getting burned by doing so is them, not me. It is the truth. So once again, for the last and final time, stop leaning upon your own understanding, folks. Start applying what the gospel actually says, and you will protect yourselves in here and in here from this dark, warped, twisted society we live in. And if you play your cards right, like I said, and keep on pursuing after growth and evolvement along with more knowledge, wisdom and logic, later on down the line you might even attract a feminine woman. If you stay out of trouble, that is, and put in the work. But me personally, I'm not going to hold my breath. Because like I said, once you've attracted toxic person after toxic person after toxic person, you slowly begin to lose hope, you know. But yet, she's still, you know, in there, and in there that is. And I will do whatever it takes to protect that, you know. It is what it is. And there we have it. That's the end of my rant.